Glad you stuck with us here this morning because we're wrapping up Black History Month with the founder of the Ashe Preparatory Academy, Debra Sullivan, the driving force behind this new charter school opening this year. Also joining her, Steve Smith with the Black Education Strategy Roundtable. So it's so good to have both of you in studio this morning to talk about this. So first, just kind of tell us a little bit about Ashe Prep.
Well, actually, it's Ashe Preparatory Academy. Yes, that's a Yoruba word from Nigeria, and it means, and so it is. So it speaks to the power to call things into action, call things into being.
Ashe, that's beautiful.
Yes.
So what's the Genius Black Child all about? What's the idea behind it?
Well, the idea behind that is that all children have strengths and all children have challenges. And that often, I heard a story once that someone asked a third grader if he knew the difference between gifted and special ed. And he said, that's easy, everybody knows that. In gifted, they find out what you're really good at and you do that all day long. And in special ed, they find out what you're really bad at and you do that all day long. So what we try to do—
What an eye-opening answer that is.
So what we try to do to cultivate genius is to challenge every student's strengths so that they can excel and strengthen every student's challenges.
All right, Steve, talk to us about BFB ESR and what exactly you guys are doing in the community now.
So our work is around making systemic change in public education to improve the outcomes for Black students. And so we are engaged in advocacy and policy work at a variety of levels, and Debra's been a great partner and member with us in this work, because one of the important things is really helping teachers and educators get that perspective that every student, especially every Black student, walks in the room with genius and ability to learn and to excel. And too often we think that there are deficits that we have to make up for them without seeing what is that really innate intellectual capacity that this child has that's sitting here in front of me. And so this is why we're really excited by the work that Debra's doing and the work that we're doing to make systemic change in education.
Right, which starts from the top down. Do you ever get pushback, or what's the kind of response that you get from educators who, need a little more attention?
Well, I think there's a lot of goodwill that people have when they're in their education, and sometimes they're just not even aware of the things that they're doing. I was talking with a principal recently who had some observer come in and talk back to his teachers that they called on Black students less than other students in their classroom. It was not intentional, but it was just something that they saw. And so they are now working at how do we make sure that we're doing a much better job working with our students.
So speaking of Ashe Prep, I know you guys have had a lot of work to get to this point, and you're ready to open. Tell us more a little bit. This is, people out there I'm sure are listening. You've got said a lot of keywords and they want to know more. How do you get involved?
Well, you can get involved by going to our website, asheprep.org. We are also on Facebook. We are a K-8 school, and we open in August. And we have a philosophy that everyone belongs. And so people want to volunteer, if they want to come and help out, any ways to bring the community into the school, because we intend to put the school into the community.
Incredible. We'd love to come out and see the school once it's, in formation, everything's going on, to see the type of education that you guys are providing for the students of color in this community.
Thank you.
Thank you both for being here.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.